Today I'm going to use a new instrument for the first time, and you guys are going to follow along with me if you keep watching this video. This is a SEQTRAK, I believe is how you pronounce it, correct me if I'm wrong, by Yamaha. It's a little sequencer. I've actually never used a sequencer before, so I'm really excited. It's really nice and sleek. It's small. I have a little case for it, so it's very portable. It's easy to bring with me in my suitcase since I'm traveling a lot right now. It has, you know, all the sequencer buttons down here, the different instruments over here, I believe. I don't really know how this is laid out yet. I actually pulled up a YouTube tutorial, so I'm gonna follow along with it, and we're gonna see if we can come up with a cool little beat. This could be an epic fail. It could sound like, you know, a cartoon, but we're gonna try it and see if we can come up with something cool. I'm excited to fail with this, if this is a failure. I've got a few little things here, so you can plug it into USB. I don't know if you can see that. You can plug headphones in, there's an audio in, and MIDI. So essentially you can plug it into your DAW, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Or you can operate it standalone. So what we're going to do is try to operate it standalone first, see if we can come up with something cool just with the built-in instruments. And then I will try to plug it into Ableton maybe in a different video and see if I can operate it as a MIDI controller instead of a standalone sequencer and get some different sounds involved. I have high hopes, but again, this could go the wrong way, but we'll see. I'm really hoping we make something cool. So thanks for following along, and let's get into it. Did I do it? Oh my god. Okay guys, so that took a really long time to set up, but basically I have the SEQTRAK audio going through this ear so I can hear it. I have two cameras. I have one on my phone, and then I have the OBS set up as well to take in my FaceTime camera over here on my computer, and OBS set up to take in my phone camera, FaceTime camera, or webcam, whatever it is. I finally got it figured out to have two different audio tracks going because it's really loud out here, so I'm trying to use my microphone on my phone. As I said, this is the little SEQTRAK. I'm gonna try my best to show you what I'm doing while I'm doing it, but I watched a YouTube tutorial. I remember a few things. Again, this is the first time I'm ever using this thing, and I like to start out any project with the drums, okay? Just with the drums. Essentially what I did, I turned it on. There's a little button over here on the left-hand side at the bottom. It says play or turn on. You just hold it down. There are all of these buttons here that I'm very excited to get into. I think this is a master track for everything. This obviously says kick. This says snare, clap. We have some hi-hats, some percussion instruments here. If you press on the kick, you're going to hear the kick. That's the sound that's already set to it. And then same with the snare, same with the clap, you know, so on, hi-hat. So if you just press down on it, that is what is going to make you hear the sound. So in order to set the sound to something else, I might need two hands for this, but basically you can come over here to this knob. This is the sound knob. You turn it, and then over here you can hear a different kick. Let's make it, see, it's like a different kick sound. So you can do the same. Once you press snare, you're activating that sound, and then you can come over here and go to the little sound knob and change the sound that it is, and these little things will light up. So what I'm gonna do is basically set each instrument to a sound that I like, and then we're gonna come up with a sequence. I'm gonna start with the kick. I'm gonna set the sound that I like. It's a simple kick, I kinda like that. Snare. Ooh. It's kind of fun. So far, I'm enjoying myself. Let's do a clap. I actually like the clap it's set to. I like that hi-hat. I don't like that hi-hat. like those hi-hats together. Oh, yeah, I had this percussion sound already set up that I really liked, so I'm going to keep that in there. This little percussion. Oh, it's kind of cool. So I basically have my sounds laid out for my drum rack. The other thing is, I think you can set the bar length of each of these. It says bar length. I don't know where the bubble... Whoa! Let's just come up with a really quick little sequence, if you will. I'm going to click on the kick, and I'm going to set that up. You can click these on and off. So when they light up, it means that that beat is activated, and then you can unactivate it as well. So that's essentially what a sequencer does, I think. Again, I've never used one, so this is first time for me. For the kick, I'm going to have go... I think I already have a beat, though, that I was playing around with. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So let's undo everything. What's up? Let me try to unactivate all the little green things that are already activated. Maybe that's what's happening. It's like a game, I feel like. This is really fun. I'm going to get really into sequencers. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck is she doing? Pardon my French. Okay, good. There's nothing playing. The snare to me sounds a little too long. Like I would like that to be less, but I haven't really figured out the effects yet. Let's just go with the kick. Set that to 1 and let's do a 4 to the floor situation. Then you go to the snare. Something's wrong. It's the bar length, I think. I didn't set it right. Alright, well, let's go to the clap. I think I know what I did. I think the snare is set to an 8 bar, and then everything else is set to a 4. Let's change the clap. Okay, little hi-hat action. I'm gonna wait on the snare for a little bit. Just deleted that snare. Okay, let's see. Let's do this now. Ooh. I added the snare again. This okay, let's bring in the clap. There we go. And then I want to change the sound on the clap again. Ooh. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Okay. Figured out a little beat. That's not terrible. It's not great, but I may have to pause this and go back to the YouTube video and try to figure out how to really go into the effects, because you have all these here. I don't know if you can see this. We've got the effects button, and then we have all these like effects. We've got reverb, delay, resonance, filter, micro timing, decay, attack, volume, modulation, distortion, blah, 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 blah. We've got all that. I want to go back to the YouTube and figure out how to really give this little simple beat some life. Maybe I can... Just got rid of one of the kicks. I kind of like where that sits. Ooh. Okay. I'm liking this a little better now. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I'm going to pause this, stop the recording, and then I'm going to come back with a little synth action and a little effects on the drum so they don't sound so... Well, I figured out how to add like synth sounds. Let me show you. So these are the drums. Here are these synth sounds. So each one of these actually has different presets. A lot more presets than I thought. You click on the preset that you're working with. That's the sound I have right now, which is kind of cool. And then you hold down the sound button. All of these should highlight here. And then you can click on one of the buttons, and then a whole other set of presets will pop up here. And then you can change the sound on it. I know, it's a quick little tutorial and you probably don't get it, but there are plenty of tutorials online. This isn't really a tutorial, it's more of like a, let's see what I can do here kind of situation. I picked some sounds that I like. So I've got this synth one. Is that the sound I chose? Shit, it's not the sound I chose. These ants driving me crazy. I think that might be the sound. And then I have kind of like a little bass synth sound going on. And then this sound I really like. Jesus, I don't know what's going on outside. There is a record button. So here's the little dot. It's record. Okay, got it? Cool. Here's the beat we've got going. So I'm gonna add a little of the bass. So I click on synth 2, I click the little record. Make sure I can record. And then it just loops it, which is nice. I really like that. And I've got a little bass going. And then I have my synth 1. Great with this, but let's try it. Kind of like it, but we've got our little bass going, we've got our little synth going. And now I like this sound. I want to turn this synth down a little bit, or just change the sound. Oh, ready? Okay, I did something cool and weird, I don't know. And I'm gonna change the the effect. I'm gonna put a little reverb on it, I think. This is panning. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. I think it's this one. We've got a little beat. It's kind of cute. My computer's gonna die. Okay, so all in all, really liked it. I thought it is a cute little like standalone piece, if you will. It's a fun little toy to play around with, and I love my music toys. So I think it was a success, and it was great enjoyment and pleasure and an activity for the afternoon. And thank you so much for joining me on this little lesson, and hopefully you guys can learn something new today like I just did. Next time we will definitely dive in a little deeper with it. I feel like it has potential. It's just there are a few things that I would change, like the buttons are a little clunky, and like the effect area, maybe I just haven't learned enough about it yet, but like it's a little less user-friendly than I would like, and I'm not used to sequencers, so this could be completely biased because I don't use them ever, but I think we can get there, and I think I'm gonna really like sequencers. So yeah, learn something new today, create a nice little vibe for yourself, go out, get some sunlight, have fun, and thank you for joining me. Until next time.